Fak'ugesi African Digital Innovation Festival, the Dome at NSA, Nando's Creative Exchange and Rich Magazine are some of the recipients of this year's Business Arts South Africa Awards. The awards returned to live format for the first time in 3 years. Now, to tell us more, we're joined in studio by Business Arts South Africa CEO Ashraf, Johaardien, who I actually haven't spoken to since he was appointed. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. It's great to be here.
Good, thank you.
And it's great to be live.
Finally. Let's talk about your appointment. I mean, 4 years now. How's it been? How would you describe that position and the challenges that it comes with?
Well, I mean, Business and Arts South Africa this year celebrates 25 years. I joined the year just before COVID, and historically, Business and Arts South Africa is always about business and the arts in partnership. So historically, we support business and arts partnerships and not artists individually per se. And during COVID, we had to pivot quite hard because, you know, it was very difficult for businesses to continue what they were doing anyway, let alone continue with those partnerships. So COVID was curious and interesting. I think BASA proved to be very agile in showing up and helping both local and national government support. I think it was in excess of 16,000 artists with 150 million rand. So it was quite an extraordinary and intense time. And yeah, it's nice to be going back to our core, which is really about amplifying those partnerships that exist in the sector between business and the arts. I mean, before that, I was at the National Arts Festival, which also had it's a lot to catch up over 4 years. It's been an interesting time, and it's great to be celebrating 25 years. It's a really extraordinary legacy. We stand on the shoulders of amazing boards of directors, BASA members, awards partners, awards winners. So it's great to be here.
So for somebody who may not know, talk to us about the Business and Arts South Africa Awards. What are they?
So the awards are a flagship Business and Arts South Africa program because what BASA does is very unique. We don't fund a book or a play or a production per se or an exhibition. What we fund are partnerships that enable those sorts of relationships and projects to happen. So one of the previous award winners, for example, was not the National Arts Festival itself, but was the National Arts Festival in partnership with its key sponsor. So what we are funding is that particular partnership. We had lost the funding for Q magazine, and then BASA came on board to bring out Spotlight, which was a new Q magazine, which benefited both the sponsor, the festival itself, and all of the artists at the festival, because it was telling you what was on every day. So BASA is really about the win-win-win. Because if you're funding, there are other agencies that fund the particular cultural production. We're about encouraging business investment in the arts. And to date, we've encouraged, I think it is 456 million rand worth of investment in the arts. Is our 25-year legacy, 1,680 projects.
Let's talk about this year's ceremony. How did that go? And I spoke a little bit about some of the winners. Tell us a little bit about that.
So all of the winners and the whole ceremony is up. What we learned from COVID was that there's a much bigger audience. There are lots of people that are interested, great stakeholders who really care about the business and arts partnerships, as well as the stakeholders of the businesses that we engage with, as well as the creatives we engage with. So the full ceremony is still available for viewing on the BASA website at basa.coza. What was unique about this year's awards is that we had a hybrid format for the first time. So yes, we went back to live, but we were also live streaming at the same time. We had extraordinary presenters, Rashina Ratnam, Rory Sangtandikiso, and we had amazing performances and all of our winners there, all of our partners there. So it was really a true night for celebration. And
I believe they received a particular painting, or what is it?
So this is a thing that is unique to the awards. It's a non-monetary award. It's really a recognition award. But what we do in lieu of sort of prize money is that we commission investment artwork. And this year's commissioned artist was Maria Paula McGurk, formerly of the Coloured Cube, one of 5 paper cutting artists in South Africa, I think, and really beautiful, incredible, exquisite works. This year's theme was about coming back into the light, so lights up after 2-3 years of darkness. And Maria Paula's work as a paper cutting artist really is about finding the pattern, finding the light, and not just the winning partnership, but each of the partners received a work by Maria Paula.
Speak to us about the process of selecting the winners. What do you take into consideration when you award a particular festival or, a winner?
So there's an adjudication panel. It's an open process. Any business or any creative enterprise that is in partnership with business can enter. So it's an open nominations process. And we have an adjudication panel who looks at all of the nominations, reviews them, scores them. It's a very structured process. This year's panel was adjudicated by Kanye Mamba, one of the BASA board of directors. And so the panel looks at all of the nominations that come in and scores them according to specific criteria, and that's how the winners emerge, through numbers, but also through a conversation. We do throughout the year also, of course, track who's doing what, who's emerging. One of the most exciting categories always is who walks away with the Chairperson's Award. And this year's was as extraordinary as last year. Last year, Jomba Dance Festival won. And this year, of course, Fak'ugesi, Chimolokong for Fak'ugesi.
Yeah, all right, Ashraf, thank you so much. It's good to see you again. Thank you so much. He is talking to us in his capacity as Business and Arts South Africa CEO, Ashraf Johaardien, speaking to us about the BASA Awards returning to live format for the first time in 3 years.